make you so special? Why did he bless you? Think about it. I woke up this morning. Got a smile when I say that shit. I woke up this morning.
We're live with Ryan, Addison, Derek, and Mason on, I think this is episode number 51 of Jordan's Subjective Perspective. So here we go. Yeah. So you guys are all roommates. Just a little background about who we have on today.
Yeah. Known each other since when, like first grade?
Yeah.
Something like that.
All live within like 2 minutes of each other. Now we're all down here at school together.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, back home? You guys live that close?
Oh yeah, we're all like
it's like a minute or two.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, he's like a couple houses away from me. He's right across the boulevard.
I'm literally right down.
Yeah.
It takes me about 2 minutes to drive to their house.
Yeah.
Day ones. That's what's
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yep.
So we are at maximum capacity with 5 people, so just be conscious, like, because I've done these in the past where, like, 5 people, like, you start, like, especially, like, all dudes, like, everybody wants to get out what they want to say, and, like people start interrupting each other, so, like, just be conscious of, like, letting other people talk. But besides that, anything goes, so.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Let's do it.
So I thought a good topic, as I told you guys before the podcast, would be sex bots. What are your thoughts? Because, dude, these are going to be here in, like, 10 years, or
big thing.
who knows, even sooner, maybe.
I think it's creepy. Like, did you hear what Elon Musk said about like artificial intelligence?
What did he say?
He said that is the most dangerous thing in the world right now is AI, because there's no like government, regulation, and so like he says it's getting super advanced and it needs to be regulated because it's getting like to the point where it's getting scary.
It's scary too, because like it's an arms race. Like we're probably competing with, like, I don't know what other countries are competing with.
I think it's more private.
Yeah, China, Russia.
Like
I think it's
human AI, like consciousness. I think it's more private companies, but like military versions more.
Oh,
I would assume. I guess.
I don't know.
I would assume that would make sense.
But I just think it's crazy.
This is like, have you guys ever seen Black Mirror by chance?
No.
You've been thinking about watching it.
Yeah,
It makes you think. It's like, it basically like a overview. Every episode's different. It's like a dystopian interpretation of the future.
Okay.
It's really it pretty much that same exact topic. Like, it just makes you think about how much shit can go wrong if we don't take the necessary precautions on, like, carrying into the future.
The first episode was crazy. It was the pig one.
Yeah, that
was weird.
That one's
It comes on like just like right off the bat.
It's kind of like, have you seen iRobot? Or like any of like those future movies? It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
like in the sense,
that's a really
in the
good
sense of like
comparison.
them kind of like taking over.
Have you seen Blade Runner before?
That movie makes you think.
I like that robot, man.
Have you seen Blade Runner?
I have, but I don't remember very well.
I've seen the new one.
The new one, the robots, that like the AI, the wife.
Oh yeah,
that was creepy.
Dude, that's all coming too.
She was literally just a hologram. The wife, like the whole movie or the beginning of the movie, you think she's like his actual wife, and then she's just actually a hologram. She just disappears.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably going to be a lot of people who lose a lot of social skills. They come out with sex robots.
Yes.
Dude, I mean, there's going to be people who like literally only turn to that. They don't talk to any girls in real life.
They get those sexual needs met.
That's what I'm thinking.
They get those sexual needs met with just a robot. Like, why? What's the initiative to go meet girls? You know,
I know.
For some people, it's called out. Would you guys use one? I mean, because think about it. Like porn was not the norm like a few years back. You know what I mean? Like, porn was considered weird probably a few like Playboy magazines were like the big thing, but like now porn's like super integrated into our it's mainstream.
Well, I feel like they already have a variation of that kind of stuff with like, you know, pocket
pussy.
You said it. You said it.
I personally would never use one of those, and I just think that's a little
I would feel weird.
Yeah, that's just
Well, and they have like the blow up dolls.
Yeah.
That you can use. Like, I don't know if I'd ever use one of those, to be honest.
I just think it's crazy because probably in like 20 years you go to like a strip club. It's gonna be probably all just bunch of robots.
It's not even real girls, just a bunch of robots walking around.
Holy shit!
That's what I thought.
I've never thought about that.
Probably be a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
True.
Hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
Like, did they? You said you guys went to a strip club last night. Did they wipe down the pole before they did?
Yeah, every girl did.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you could just the strippers maybe hop in like a sanitation thing real quick, just pop right back out, self dry.
Oh man,
place was gross.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the robots.
It's gonna be a big industry though. All the rich people.
I think it's not
that
going to
are-
be the rich. They're going to be poor people.
Well, yeah. When they first off, they're gonna be expensive. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's gonna. I mean,
Well, and then it's probably gonna like some movie stuff is gonna lead to like people giving up their bodies for it.
Right.
Like you
right.
like
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to control me like if I give up my body for it.
Oh, it's
wow.
like
Around.
that. It's like that movie Gamer. You guys ever seen that?
Yeah.
Where the guy he's in prison and like
Oh,
on death
yeah.
row, but instead people can control his body through an actual video game in like firefights and like a war movie. It's crazy.
And if you won, he gets out of jail.
If you win the whole like competition, you
Yeah.
get out of the jail. But
It's like a fight
COD.
to the death.
It's like it's Call of Duty kind of style.
But they also have like in that same movie they have like different virtual realities that are actual realities. Some people don't even know it. Like you can control girls and make them wear whatever they want, do whatever they want. Like it's kind of like that.
And it could be like a giant fat man behind the control.
I mean, that
You
movie
could
came
be
out-
controlling like a nice,
Yeah.
like a sexy girl, just like but a big old dude.
So in a
behind
way,
the
like
camera.
that fat man is pleasuring another man through this
Yeah.
robot.
Yes.
But at
And
the same
himself.
time, it's straight.
the ultimate catfish.
yeah.
That's insane.
Well, think about it, dude. Like if obviously girls won't do certain things, like fulfill certain sexual requirements that some
Yeah.
like really kinky guys
Yeah.
want them to fulfill, and then you could just program this sex robot to do exactly what you want. Like in a way, this sounds fucked up, but like women might become like obsolete in that sense.
That's what I was thinking
That's what
about.
I'm
Would
thinking about.
people? Would a lot of people just
I'm not
not have
saying-
kids because they
Because of
just
the robot.
they grow up, they get a job, and
They get a
they just
robot.
buy a robot, and that's all they ever need.
So less love would be in the world too,
That-
because they wouldn't build that bond, that human connection with each other.
Maybe
That
just have a
could
robot,
be.
yeah.
It's just everything in our life is just making us more antisocial.
Especially because
Honestly.
like all like the
True.
VR stuff, they already have like VR chat rooms where you can just like you throw your headset on and you're just like talking to people. And so we really don't have to go out and talk to anybody.
No, you
we
can
can just
sit
do
in
it
your
all
room.
through you like the VR.
And some people do live their life.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
That's what he does. He plays video games. And sits in the
that's,
room and goes to
that's
class.
what we all do. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm saying, I
I mean,
don't
I'm
do
not
it.
innocent either, but at least I
We
get
have
out with
not-
my girlfriend sometimes.
Yeah, we have not gone out nearly as much.
Not last weekend.
Yeah, no, we've been making the conscious effort to go out more and more. That first semester, man, that was rough though.
And that's like newly the norm. You know what I mean? Like so
Oh,
many
yeah.
people live
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Like
I just felt weird not going out for like a week. It just feels weird, and I don't understand how people like just don't leave their room or
Like don't leave their house for like
Yeah.
weeks.
Dude,
like,
especially
days.
for us, because I mean, like every other night of high school, it seemed like we were all going out and doing something. And just,
High school was even more packed than college.
Oh my god, I know. And
more school. Like what are you in school for? Like 35 hours.
Yeah.
Locked in that place.
yeah,
Oh.
a week.
And then the parking lot of
Oh,
high
my
school.
God.
That
Oh
sucks.
my god.
Another hour getting out of the parking lot.
Little background for everybody listening. There were 2,000 kids that went to our school, a massive fucking parking lot, and only one exit. It was magnificent leaving school every morning. It sucked.
whoever designed that just needs to be fired.
Yes.
Well, did you
yes.
also hear? All right, so then our district built a new school, Liberty.
Uh-huh.
They didn't put a loading dock in the school, so they'd have to get a truck to then put it in a smaller truck to then unload it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like like in the back of like Timberland, there's like the loading docks for like the giant semi trucks.
Uh-huh.
They didn't
Like,
have,
what
like-
are they unloading?
Like
Just like
food,
food, like so
yeah,
it's
like-
like right to the left of
So,
the cafeteria.
Liberty
Yeah.
Liberty did not have that. They built one without it, so they'd have to hire another truck, like a smaller one, to then put all the stuff on that truck and unload it because there was no loading dock.
They done goofed.
Yeah, that just whoever the lowest bidder, man,
That's
won't get the best word,
ridiculous.
but
like preparation.
Yeah,
you think.
Yeah, we spent $1 million
Yeah.
of people's money. You think you'd put a loading dock in the
There's-
design plan?
They've tried a lot. I don't even know how many times to get another exit approved for Timberland, and the neighborhood right next to Timberland just
Oh.
for whatever reason they really do not want people to go out through their neighborhood instead. Even though everybody goes out and turns left and drives through anyway, they don't
Yeah.
want to put another exit further up so more people can get out quicker.
Half the kids
Right.
even live there, like live in.
I think it's
Yeah, say I don't.
they also
Exactly, yeah.
they didn't like when we parked there either.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
in the other neighborhood?
Yeah, because our sophomore year we didn't get parking passes because
I
there's
got
too
one-
many
I
kids
got
in
one
our
from-
school, and so we'd all like
Oh, yeah, it was oversold by,
yeah,
like-
they didn't have enough spots for all the sophomores, so they just said, all right, we're not giving out any parking passes to sophomores. well, none of us wanted to ride the bus anymore. None of our parents take us to school, so we'd park in like the neighborhood right across the street.
Totally.
And like after a week, they started calling the cops. And like if you were parked like an inch too close to the stop sign, or like you start getting tickets. I know a friend Sage got like 3 tickets.
Bailey got me a parking pass.
Yeah, you got
so
lucky.
I got to park in the parking lot. She hooked me
Oh,
up.
well done.
Well, yeah, you could even have a parking pass and still
Yeah,
not get a
you'd get
spot
that time.
because they oversell it by like
Yeah.
If you
like
didn't,
50 or
Oh,
you-
expecting people not to show
Yeah,
up to school.
yeah.
Okay.
if you had late start, you weren't getting a spot.
No.
Yeah,
There was
no.
no way you were getting a spot.
Wow. So they did that to maximize profit, which
Oh, yeah.
ends up inevitably screwing people over.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it sucks.
ultimately, those people chose to move right next to a school, so like
Yeah.
it's their
Exactly.
problem.
Oh, and they get a lot. They get a lot of benefits from it too, though. I mean, their kids just wake up and walk down the street and go to school pretty easily. They don't have to worry about how to get them there or anything.
Honestly, it still take
and
a
then they get
bus.
mad at us for trying to
If it was
find a way to
cold.
get there too.
That's the
Sucks.
bus. I'm not walking the cold.
I'm gonna hit you guys with the hypothetical question.
All right.
If you could instantly master a skill, like actually like downloading it to your consciousness, kind of like any skill, what would it be?
Like the Matrix.
Yeah, just like the Matrix.
Mine would either be speaking other languages or just instantly mastering a musical instrument. Like if I could just be absolutely insane at like the piano or something,
Yeah,
I would
sweet.
for sure do that.
What would you use your piano skills to do?
Pull women.
Yes, I
That's
do.
what I
Pick up
would,
women
that's what I
close.
would use my piano skills for.
I'd probably want to learn guitar. I always wanted to learn guitar ever since I was like 5. Never got around to it, but always something I wanted to do. Always liked rock and roll, so
See,
I just always wanted to play guitar. Always wanted to be in a rock band when I was a kid. Like that was my dream, but never got around to
I'd
it.
probably do a language like you said, and then maybe or like a sport. Like
Right.
you master
Oh,
a
yeah.
sport, you can go professional in it.
Oh,
and that'd be
yeah.
pretty sweet.
100%.
Oh,
That's a
true.
good one.
I'm
That's
gonna
a-
change my
that's a-
answer.
That's a nice
Go
one.
professional in like hockey or something.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
awesome.
Like how tall are you, Derek?
Like 5'9", 5'10".
You just master basketball.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd 100% go for soccer.
Soccer.
Go play Man City for sure.
Or you could master another sport and then be good at soccer as you are, and then on top of that you can play whatever.
Nah, he's got room for improvement. I don't know. Yeah.
Subpar.
Yeah.
I did okay.
Dude, you know what would be kind of cool is those wingsuits where like they fly like
yeah.
through like
Oh.
the Grand Canyon or something.
Yeah.
Like the base
Oh,
jumpers.
yes.
Yeah. That's what they're called,
pretty
base
sick.
jump. Okay.
There's so many different things. Like everybody now just goes on YouTube and watches off like those people are great. Those people are awesome. 2017 videos.
Oh,
you
like
see
that
everybody
feel-good
doing
videos.
like crazy shit like those wingsuits or like like carving like I don't know wood things and like you always see people doing these insane stuff. I would do anything like that. Just go viral on
Those
the
were
internet.
like
Dude, the mountain biking people that are like,
Mountain bike, it's crazy.
Yeah, the people that are like
start
the
flying.
mountain biking people that
Have you ever seen those
they're like
videos?
on
They're-
top of
I don't
cliffs.
think so.
They're like
It's-
inches away from falling.
They ride down-
like hundreds of feet to their
And they're
death.
just-
Wait, so like it might be like a mountain that kind of met up, and then
Yeah.
like the top of the mountain's only like a foot wide or
Yeah,
something.
Yes,
they're
and
like-
they're just
they're riding
riding
around the
straight
peak.
along these peaks, dude.
it's crazy.
It's
I respect that, but I would
I'd
never
never
want to get
do
into
it.
it because like all the other things you can do on top of that, and if you mess up, there's no room for error.
Oh, yeah.
They
There's
have,
no
they have
room.
races
done.
and they'll go through like towns, like on the side of the mountains, and they'll just weave through them, going through ramps and stuff.
Wow.
Going down stairs and the bikes and stuff. It's cool.
Or
The
you
rat-
ever,
Respect.
Have you seen the rally crosses?
Oh.
Like the car rally crosses?
That'd be
No.
like professional driving. That'd be one of mine to do.
the amount of people that are like if you ever watch a video, they're literally like an inch off the track. Like I'm talking, the people are literally standing like on the road,
Yeah.
trying to get
All the
pictures and stuff.
spectators.
Like the spectators,
Yeah.
like
So if something goes
some
bad,
people
like,
get
no, like
hit.
oh yeah, so oh
A
yeah,
lot of people get
Lot-
hit.
yeah. It's
They'll
crazy.
Just, they'll just get smoked, sideswiped. Like someone spins out of control, just go straight through the crowd.
Worth it for the selfie.
you get a video of a selfie as the car's coming behind.
Right.
Get a selfie with your face up against its hood.
One thing I just thought about, we just went snowboarding, and I'd probably do snowboarding or surfing. One
Those
of
would be sick.
That'd be so much fun.
Oh my god.
You'd be out there every day and just,
Surfing would
it'd
be-
be so much fun.
Dude, if I could live in Colorado, just right off the mountain, that hands down, wouldn't even think about it.
Or like a place in California. Have you ever heard of like places where you can go? Like I had a buddy who lived in like around the LA region. And he said he lived an hour from, I think it was an hour from LA, an hour from the mountains, an hour from the ocean, and an hour from the desert.
So
Like in all
He's, like,
directions.
perfect spot, basically.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because then if you were able to like learn 2 skills, then you could do both.
Yeah.
That'd be
Like,
good.
it'd probably in the same day, too, if you really wanted to.
For real.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be sweet.
Have you ever been surfing before?
we tried in the Dominican. With our waves weren't very big, so it was kind of hard, but
they're probably
it was
like
pretty fun. Still.
I mean, they're probably like 2 foot-ish, barely, hardly swirling. Like it was fun. I'll tell you, the hardest thing about surfing is swimming fast enough to catch up with the wave. Standing up and keeping your balance and stuff, it's not too hard or anything, but swimming fast enough to catch up to those things is kind of hard.
Okay.
So that's the only. I mean, you were pretty good at it.
That's it. No, that's easily the hardest part is catching the wave.
It'd be ideal if you could get like if you were with a few buddies and one's riding a jet ski, you could like catch them up.
Exactly.
That'd be sick.
That'd be awesome.
I think that's what they do for like the giant 50-foot waves.
Those like mess you up.
I don't understand how people
like the Mavericks or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there was I saw a story about one actually on.
It was like once in
it was like on Barstool Sports. It was
huge wave.
this gigantic wave. Like it wasn't like a tsunami or anything, obviously, but like it just came out of nowhere, and they showed a picture of it, and they had a person that was actually surfing the wave. And I mean, I couldn't even see him if there was no arrow to him. That's how small this dude was compared to this massive thing that he was riding.
I feel like you would die if you fell in.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the movie, like maybe Chasing Mavericks. That's like all about this kid training to go chase those like 50-foot plus waves.
Is it like a documentary or like a fictional story?
It's real. It's a true story. I don't remember his name, but
I feel like
it's a pretty good movie.
You'd be
Respect
fine.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Until the wave crashed, then you'd be like done for.
Well, it's crazy to me, dude. That thing it's steep. It's basically like straight up and down, and you are flying down that wave. Like I feel like I'd be going too fast and start freaking out. And have to like try to slow myself down and
just like just thinking about like the weight of
The
that
water.
wave if it crashes on top of you. I
Break
mean,
your back, dude. You're done.
a wave
for.
that
You're
big's probably be
and like
tons of water.
it'll like hold you underwater for like 10 seconds plus. Like,
and that's a lot of time to be underwater.
Exactly, and you're like getting tossed around, so you don't know which way's up.
Oh, that'd be the worst. You start swimming in the wrong direction, and then you gotta backtrack by the time you realize.
Exactly.
Or if you like, if it caught you on like a bad breath, like you were breathing out. You know what I mean? Like all the oxygen just left you, and then you gotta struggle to get back to it. That would suck.
I think it was crazy because I went to Puerto Rico, and like so we stayed like at a resort, and the waves weren't really big because I think we were on the Caribbean side.
Okay.
But like so we drive around, like we went to like saw a bunch of monuments and stuff, but we went to this one beach. It was just like I don't know, we just pulled over, saw the beach, and got out. But these waves were probably like 10 to 20 feet, so like they were a lot bigger, and we saw people surfing out there. But like the crazy thing to me is like they're surfing, but then because they're not surfing on the beach, but like right next to them, there's like just all rocks from like all like the sea rocks that have been formed and everything. And like we saw a memorial for someone who died there. Like there's a cross and everything. But like I think it's crazy because like these people are still out there surfing, and like if they literally just fall, they're hitting rocks and like it's crazy. Yeah.
That's like those are like actually the worst places to try to go surfing.
Oh yeah.
You have to. The whole point that people get hurt there so often is you have to get past those rocks and stuff for the big waves to actually form because all that stuff kills it down. So that's why. Right next to the shore, you don't really see gigantic waves crashing in. They put they like some of them are even man-made. They'll put those reefs out there to break the waves.
That's what. Whenever we went to Mexico, they blocked off the whole entire ocean.
Really?
But they had little ponds of ocean water, but they blocked off all the waves with fake rock. They built themselves.
Yeah, they got massive breakers and stuff like that. That actually, speaking of that actually happened on my uncle. He got caught in a riptide and got pulled like a quarter mile or something out to open ocean. He made it back okay, but he
That's
actually...
a long ways, a quarter of a mile?
Yeah, luckily he had something to float on.
Oh, really?
I was going to say, that'd be hard.
But he did, at one point he did lose it and got like all, discombobulated and had no idea which way was up, which way was down, and luckily somehow he found a way to orient himself and get back up, and he was out there trying to save a little girl that almost got caught in it, but
he got himself sucked out.
Yeah, he got himself stuck instead.
Apparently I was lost at sea as a child. Apparently I was like 2 and we were at...
Wait, apparently you were what?
Lost at sea as a child. This is what my parents told me. Yeah, so the story was, I don't remember, I was like 2 or 1 apparently. And we were at Virginia Beach, and my dad was like turning around for a picture, and he had me in his hands, and a giant wave just came up, knocked him over, and I was like washed away for like 5 minutes or something like that. Yeah. So
that'd be scary.
Yeah.
5 minutes is a lot of time too.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Wait, how old were you again?
I was probably 1 or 2. I don't remember at all. This is just what my parents have told me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a close call.
That's why you're so screwed up.
Nah, I got dropped on my head as a kid.
Got oxygen cut off from his head.
Yeah, I miss Legoland.
Dude, whenever you tell people that, are they like, oh, that explains a lot?
Yeah, they do say that a lot.
Same thing, because
Yeah.
I got my dad like tripped down the stairs or something. I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but my dad like tripped down the stairs and like dropped me down or something.
Exactly. Yeah, my dad tripped over a curb and dropped me.
Yeah,
Legoland.
dads, dude.
Yeah, dads, man.
Dude, no.
Knowing,
Go for it.
knowing Ben, he would never walk down the stairs with you again. That happened ever.
Just gives it up.
He'd be more like petrified than you would probably be. He probably was.
I bet anybody who drops a baby.
Oh,
like, freaking
yeah.
out.
Oh, dude, I would be. I couldn't even imagine that. I was an idiot whenever I was a baby. I would get up and climb out of my crib and just hurl myself out and just bounce off the floor real quick, and then just get up and walk out.
Dang.
Yeah, my parents always used to tell me that. For whatever reason, I just hated being in the crib, so I just toss myself out real quick and get up and walk away.
Sounds like you're meant to like do some base jumping yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, except for now I'm scared to death of heights, so I don't know about that.
I'm not a fan of heights.
I'm scared to death of heights unless I get a snowboard on me.
I think I'm gonna go skydiving in a couple months. My teacher she takes her whole class skydiving.
You are
Every
psychotic.
What?
Your teacher
Can I
takes
take
your
that class?
You
What
can go
class
with
is
them
it?
probably.
For what class?
Heroic Quest. It's a gen ed course.
Heroic Quest takes you
That's a
skydiving.
class.
Her class.
I guess that's fitting.
No, just the teacher. The teacher just like wants to do it. She'll take students. Like, the last 3 years she went to Spain and she walks from like France all the way to Spain.
Oh, I've heard about that
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, she's pretty chill. I like
That's
her.
crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go skydiving with her because the opportunity is there.
Oh yeah,
What's
dude.
that?
If the opportunity's there, you should totally do it.
So I'm a little freaked out.
Dude, do it. Like,
Really.
I feel like
that's really
you're gonna be
cool.
super scared, like up to the point to where you jump. But once you
Dude,
jump, I feel like
I'm not even scared of jumping. I'm scared of like
Totally.
the parachute not working. That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm like freaked out about.
Don't they have like
They have like 3 or 4 shoots.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you have to like recheck and check that stuff like so many times. I bet you'll be
I
fine.
wonder what the mortality rate is for skydiving.
Probably extremely low.
I mean,
Look it
I
up.
wouldn't look it up before you get. Well,
Look it up.
depending on how you look at it.
I don't want to give you any reason not to.
I mean,
go.
no, like this would be good because I would like to know this before.
I feel like if it was really high though, you would hear about it. Like
Yeah.
even if it was 1%,
I don't really hear about it.
1%'s really fucking high if you think about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's not a very common, like, well, hopefully it's not a very common thing.
Like skydiving.
He goes right there.
Yeah.
How dangerous is skydiving?
8 in a million.
1 in 8 million. Oh, 8 in a million.
I think you're pretty good.
It's the lowest death rates in the sports history.
There you go, buddy.
It's been declining.
You're already putting
since
yourself
the
at more
70s.
risk playing soccer, so there you go. That's how you.
Probably.
That's how you
Probably more getting
justify
concussions from
yourself.
soccer and getting the whatever
CTE.
disease it is, CTE. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They got like 5 or 6 concussions in high school.
What if you're looking straight down and air goes straight up your nostrils, puts a booger back in your brain, and then you develop a tumor for that?
No, if I go like that, that's okay. At least I'm skydive.
I'm gonna say that's a 1 in an 8 million.
I'm pretty sure you gotta wear a mask too, anyway, don't you? Does it
I
go
don't
over
think
your
so.
nose or does
I think
it
you
just covers your
you
eyes?
just cover your eyes.
I think of your eyes.
Yeah, it's like this really thin thing that's like super aerodynamic, obviously, so it doesn't just blow your eyes straight back through your head.
I really want to go. Sam's dad went.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
Sam's dad went this summer.
Do it.
Sam's dad went skydiving this summer.
Kimball went
Yeah.
skydiving.
Me and Derek went skydiving.
We went.
You did?
We went
You went
indoors.
indoor skydiving.
Oh, is that the thing where like
Yeah,
the air shoots
yeah.
you
Throw
up?
you in a wind tunnel and you just lean forward. That's a scary moment too. Actually, I mean, just literally just leaning flat on your face. I felt like I was just gonna fall straight
Yeah,
over.
when-
Because I mean, you walk in and the wind isn't enough to just blow you up. Just if you're standing straight up. But as soon as you have that suit on, you lean forward. Man, I mean, you just feel like you're floating. It's weird.
They
I've heard
basically
it's-
tell you like once you get in there, you basically just like belly flop in there. You
Yeah.
basically like try and like belly flop in there and like catch you,
just-
and like kind
you
of
just
settle you
fly
there,
up.
and then you just like float there.
And
How?
then just kind of stay like parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like the person will like move you around and like they'll show you like how to keep your hands and stuff so you can move yourself, and then like they'll bring you up and down and around and stuff. It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
How-
they'll like hold on to like the suit and like throw you in a circle and like spin you around and stuff. It's fun.
That'd
If
be a
you
cool
live
job,
close enough to it, I would definitely recommend like getting actual training because seeing some of the stuff that the trainers can do in that tunnel is insane. I mean, they'll go jump into this wind tunnel. How tall do you think it is? I mean, it's probably like
50
3 or
feet.
4 stories.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty tall.
yeah,
Okay.
and they'll just fly straight up to the top. You know, probably like I'm gonna say like 20 miles an hour, just shoot up there, and then instantly whenever they get up there, nosedive straight back down to the ground, and just like make giant circles. They'll be doing backflips the whole time, and they just look so comfortable in there. It's insane to watch. I mean, it looks like so much fun. But
how long were you guys able to stay up in the air for?
I think we got to go for like 2 or 3 minute intervals, maybe like something like that. We went like twice. We went for 2 minutes for one time, and then 2 minutes again the other time. And like the second time, we did more stuff. We spun around.
They kind of let you have a little bit more of your own control and things like that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I would recommend it for sure.
Yeah,
it was
that's
definitely
awesome.
A good experience.
It was a lot of fun.
Bucket list.
Yeah.
I like this question. If a person with multiple personalities is threatening to kill himself, then is it a hostage situation?
Oh god!
Like that movie, the guy Split. Yeah.
Oh, is that based off a movie? That question?
No.
He just has multiple.
He has multiple
He like
personalities.
kidnaps a couple girls, and he's like 15 personalities. So one time he'll walk in the room as like a little kid, and the next time he walks in as like a grandma or something like that.
Have you seen the
Be
movie?
a good actor.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie? I think it's Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's like off a true story about it's like a case where the dude had multiple personalities, and he went to court, and like there's an actual video of him going through his personalities.
Wait, is it Shutter Island?
I don't think it is.
It is that, isn't it? Isn't that about a guy with multiple personalities?
I thought it hasn't come out yet. It's Leonardo.
No,
DiCaprio.
I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Unless there's a new one.
It might
He's in
be
an
new one.
insane asylum.
No, this is him he's at the actual courthouse.
Oh, okay.
That's probably different.
And he's like they have it on. I think they have it on video, of him going through his personalities during the trial.
Wow.
You know how much that can affect people, that kind of disorder. They will actually their body will change their some of this chemistry just to fit their personality, like what they're thinking about in their head.
Really? So your neurochemistry is completely altered, depending upon what personality you're pursuing at that moment.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works, but I know after that movie came out and it was so hot, and everybody was like. Because, I mean, they took it a step too far. Doesn't the guy basically, turn into a monster at the end or something?
No, he goes, superhuman mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, that's actually partly true. If there's a guy with multiple personality disorder and he thinks he's a girl, he can, his body can change itself to have more feminine features and, just weird things like that. If they're trying to put on heels or something, a guy can't fit his fat foot in that, they will actually be able to find a way to make it work. That blows my mind.
That's crazy. That's almost like the mind altering the body to
mind over body.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is
kind of crazy.
Have you seen the people that they're super into yoga and spiritual stuff? But there was a man who climbed Mount Everest with no shirt on, and scientists actually did studies on him. He sat in frozen water for 30 minutes and didn't get hypothermia. And and he's got a bunch of followers that they literally I don't know what religion or what they are, but they just find inner peace, they say, and they actually can
probably Buddhist
change their
that does sound like Buddhism.
Yeah, but it's just crazy because it's actually chemically somewhat changing their body because they actually don't get cold. He literally climbed Mount Everest with no shirt on.
That's
how is that
insane.
possible?
Mind over matter.
It's crazy.
That really does prove to you how much mind it really is.
Scientists, we only use 10% of our brains. What if he's just using 12%?
Right.
I don't know if that's actually 100% true, the 10% thing. I think it's
I
more
know we
70
don't use
or 80.
all of it.
I think it's 70 or 80. I'm pretty sure.
Google it.
I thought it was
Google.
I thought it was a lot lower than
I'm
that.
sorry, I thought it was a pretty small amount too, actually.
I think that was a myth.
Then if all of the world's leading scientists can't find an explanation for something like that, that's whenever that just kind of freaks me out. It's
Yeah.
If you've ever believed in the 10% brain myth, you might be surprised to learn that human beings use virtually every part of their brains. Moreover, over the course of an average day, humans use nearly 100% of their brains.
I don't know.
I always thought that was the conscious mind was only 10%.
Yeah, I thought it was I'm pretty sure one of my teachers was telling us about it because I think you use you do use 100% of your brain, but not all at the same time.
Right.
It's you use portions throughout the day, and so at the end of the day, I think that's what it's saying. You use nearly 100% of it throughout the day.
Right. Okay.
But at certain times, you're only using
Oh yeah, I mean you're not
Yeah.
doing. It's not multitasking.
Yeah.
That's why you can't really multitask.
Yeah,
that well.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, I know relating to what you were saying before, I'm assuming like that guy like found, if you were saying he found like Nirvana or like some Zen shit or something.
I just read a quick article. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy though.
I know with meditation, it's been proven that if you, whenever you meditate, the parts of your brain that are involved with like focusing on something actually grow larger, and then parts of your brain with stress they shrink and get smaller. So maybe he's just overdeveloped whatever that mental muscle inside of his mind that like. Yeah, it's just mind over matter type of deal, like where it's not affecting.
He doesn't even focus on being cold.
Like the temperature's not really affecting his like hypothalamus necessarily or something. I don't know how that's crazy. Yeah.
He's just not focused on being cold, I guess.
Could be also one of those things like you think, I'm probably feeling pretty stressed out and I'm about to go meditate. It's like, well, this is supposed to help me not be stressed out anymore. And, like, the more you think about it, you're just like, oh, yeah, this is definitely going to work. This is working. Like, you just kind of convince yourself of it, and you're just like, oh, I'm perfectly fine now.
The placebo effect is pretty crazy, too.
Yeah, I mean...
Effect, yeah.
Where they give people fake pills. Like, they'll do a study, and they'll give people, like... People that actually need the medicine, they'll give them real pills, and people that still need the medicine, they'll give them, like, sugar pills. And the people that take the sugar pills still will get cured.
That's crazy.
But they don't. But it's just they don't know that it's sugar pills, but they still because it's just their mind. Like they think it's helping, but it actually isn't. But they just do it themselves.
It's like you were saying, Ryan. Like they've convinced themselves because they think they're ingesting that pill. That's insane.
That's like the thing, like when they give you like people mixed drinks, but there's no actual like alcohol in it, but they still like act like they're drunk and like think that they're drunk.
Right, just like every 17-year-old high school girl.
Exactly.
That is crazy though. Like maybe they really do feel
Think
drunk.
they're drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
I always wanted to try that. I always wanted to throw a party with a bunch of fake alcohol, take off the labels, and see who acts drunk. I always thought that'd be hilarious.
That would be quite funny.
Yeah.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit.
At the end of the night, you just go, all right, FYI, if you're acting drunk, all the alcohol was not alcohol. It was all non-alcoholic. And you see what people say. People are like, oh, I'm not drunk anymore.
I bet some people would not believe you.
Oh, no, they'd be like, dude, I'm hammered.
Yeah, they would.
Like falling over.
I almost guarantee it.
We bought non-alcoholic beer on accident one time. we were going. That was
we were going to Mizzou, and we stopped at a gas station. I think it was Will.
Yeah.
Will goes in and comes out with Bush, and I'm like, why does it say NA on it? Like, what is this? And I'm like, look at the can. I'm like, dude, this is non-alcoholic. He goes, what?
I didn't even know it was a thing. Non-alcoholic Bush.
Neither did I. But I was like, why does it have NA? Like, what is it? Like, it's gotta be. And we just kept looking for it, and we were like, because he said it tasted weird, and I was.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's like the principal in, have you guys ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Whenever he like sobers up and he's drinking the non-alcoholic beer, and then Jonah Hill just can't wrap his mind around the fact that he's drinking beer and not getting fucked up. He's like, it still fucks you up, right? Like, he's like, no, it's not alcoholic. What's the point? And he's like, so you still get drunk, though.
The movie's hilarious. So.
Yeah.
Good storyline too.
Yeah.
My grandma and grandpa took me and my family to go see that.
It's a good movie.
We didn't stay throughout the whole movie, no. We got up and walked out eventually.
That'd be an awkward movie to watch with your parents.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Pretty.
Game of Thrones is awkward to watch with your parents.
Yes.
There's a lot of sex.
There's a lot of
nudity.
It's just straight up nudity
Yeah.
sometimes.
Straight up nudity and a bunch of really messed up stuff.
Storylines,
Yeah, like some very dark, twisted fantasies.
Really recommend the show.
Yeah, no, it's a great show.
I've never seen it.
It's a really good
aside
show.
from that, it's really good. But
we had a 2.5-hour conversation with O'Shea and Kusha, mainly about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
They talked.
Yeah, O'Shea read all the books.
Really?
Or all the ones. One of them's not out yet, but he's read almost all the books.
Yeah, the other one hasn't come out yet.
That's
Apparently, he
last
said that
one,
he might die before he finishes the series.
Really?
Yeah, that's because didn't O'Shea say that?
Wasn't he? Yeah, because the guy who created it's really old
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
old. So I guess what O'Shea said that the book writer actually told the ending to the directors and said, "Here's the ending. Go to that point, however you want to get there."
the TV show's above is in front of the books.
But he said like do whatever you guys want to do to get there, but like this is how it's got to end, because he's afraid that he won't finish the books in time.
Interesting.
Dude,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
I've seen a lot of stuff hyping up the next Game of Thrones series already.
Last
First
series,
season.
yeah.
Dude, another
Lots of
year,
hype.
a year and a half.
It's gonna
I know.
Dude,
be the best TV show in the world or something like that. You're
Yeah,
like, TV's not gonna expect it or what? Something. People saying some weird stuff.
a
about
bunch
it.
of the actors
Oh,
that
the
aren't
actors
even
are-
on the show anymore, they're saying that Game of Thrones is going to be the last season is going to be the greatest thing to ever air on television.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
shit.
what they-
No,
that's what they
they're
keep
hyping
saying.
it up extremely.
It's
I'm
really
really
crazy.
Well, did you see?
hoping it is.
Did you see how much budget they have on their last?
They have a lot of money. But each
It's an
episode
insane
is
amount.
supposed to be like an hour, 20 minutes or more.
It's like a mini movie.
Yeah,
Each
movie,
episode.
yeah.
Wow.
It was-
I'm okay with it.
A lot can happen. A lot can happen.
Though they do a lot happens for now, like with the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
however, like the 50-minute video episodes they have.
yeah,
Would
the,
you
lot
say
of
it's
fun.
one of the most critically acclaimed? From what I hear about it, that and maybe like Breaking Bad or like
Yeah.
two just
Yeah.
like people just love those shows.
You know,
Game
Yeah,
of,
I
it's
would.
just it's like a totally different type of TV show.
so,
Like
yeah.
there's nothing like it. Like I can't think of another TV show I've watched that's like
People make
Oh.
like hamburgers and like based off of like stuff like that. Like call it like same Game of Thrones name, but like and like drinks and like a bunch of stuff. So I think
a lot
it's
of
pretty
people- everybody knows
high
who
up
they-
there.
I think it'll turn out to be like, you know, one of those really celebrated classics like Harry Potter and
Harry
like, people are going to be making
It's-
theme parks, and they definitely could. They
They-
easily
oh,
could.
easily.
the
can make
biggest
it.
reason it's
Good
like
point.
that is because I just think it's the TV show's so great because you never know who's going to die. No one's safe in the TV show. It could be the main character and he dies in the next episode.
And the
That's
char-
cool.
The
And
And
character
it's, so you
development.
never know what's going to end the character development. Like, it's just so in depth.
Well, they develop these characters for seasons and they'll just kill them.
Yeah.
like, no,
You're literally thinking, oh, there's no way this dude's going to die. All of a sudden,
He's gonna
dies.
be
It's
the
like-
next like king, and then he's just dead.
killed. Yeah.
Wow.
And they don't give two shits. Like it's,
Yeah.
they'll slice the throat open right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, just-
I like that because I find a lot of movies to be extremely predictable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
they are.
a lot of they just get kind of lackluster. You're like, okay, I've seen this exact plot multiple
what-
times play out. Like,
Yep.
this is
Yep.
what's gonna happen.
You know the ending.
Yeah.
the film teacher we had, the film class. That's what our teacher said. He's like, yeah, the Hollywood films suck because of the same film over and over.
Yeah, they're
again.
running out of things to do.
Yeah.
Like, they
Like,
have,
it's the same
all
ending.
same thing every time.
He like whenever he talked about guys, he's like, we're gonna watch mainly European cinema because it's so much better.
I
It's
have
like
heard
extra art.
that. Like certain cultures kind of tend to favor like dramatic negative endings. Like maybe the main character dies or some like
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet. Like they
With
both kill
real
themselves.
life situations sometimes, or like what would actually happen in real life, because not everything works out. Most of the time, things don't work out that perfect.
With a happy ending.
Mhm.
I like that. I like that philosophy. Here's another question for you guys. If you were offered the opportunity to know the future without the ability to change it, then would you want to know?
Probably
It's a hard. It's a tough one.
Say 20 years down the road, like you know exactly where you're going to be. You don't know how you get there, but you know inevitably that's going to happen. That's going to be your life, and you can't do anything to fix it.
I think like that I'd be okay with knowing. But like something like knowing how I'm gonna die, I don't think I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
that's
I would
what
not.
that's
I would
where
not
I
want
was
to know that.
thinking.
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
mind.
because I'm always one of those people like if I can't change, like I never believed in like there's like a set path for everyone.
Like a deterministic
Yeah.
universe kind of
Yeah, I've never thought that because like if that was the case, then why don't I just do nothing for my life and then just all of a sudden I'll just be fine
But
because
then-
it's already predetermined.
You could argue that that's what you were...
That's
what you're
that's
supposed to
yeah,
do.
no, it's
Yeah.
just it's one of those things that I just never liked it because I just feel like I'm in control of my own. I'd rather be in control of myself than it already be predetermined.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to know, to be honest. Like
I would
just,
be okay with just seeing like one 10-second like something happening for 10 seconds in the future, and that's it. Like I'm not including just 10 seconds of random day happening. Just,
Right,
like, getting
right.
a general idea,
yeah, if you
not
already,
really knowing, but like kind of just getting like a hint, I guess.
if you already like know everything you're gonna go through in your life, then like, what's the point of living it? You know, like you already seen everything that's gonna happen. Who cares anymore? You know.
That and like I feel like when because if you don't grow old and like you figure out when you're gonna die and say like maybe we do die when we're 40, and like you know that. I feel like once you because you've seen it and once you like recognize it, like that's what's happening. You're like, okay, I'm gonna die here. Like, I feel like that's just that would suck. Like
Yeah,
what happened.
that's like this is gonna happen. Like okay, I'm like not gonna live through this.
You're just forced to accept it. You're
Yeah,
like, what's the
exactly.
point even?
Exactly.
what happens
You just
with
can't
those.
do anything.
People do take the breast cancer gene. People take those tests, and like if you have the gene, like it's almost not
Oh, yeah,
necessarily
I've
a
seen
death sentence, but like there's a good chance you're gonna get breast cancer. There's a good chance you probably die from it. So like if you get the test and they have it, like you pretty much know. Like or Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is bad because people will get it kind of early and like they're done. Like if you have Alzheimer's, like you get it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you basically know that you're mentally going to deteriorate over the rest of your life and just be done for.
What a sad thought.
Yeah,
But I still want to know. Like I want to walk.
I wouldn't want to know. 'Cause why would you want to know? You
But
can't
it's also
change
like
it.
it's the fact that you know that you have the gene, but you don't know if you're actually gonna get it or not.
Oh no!
Like,
If you have
still have the
Alzheimer's,
chance.
you almost always get it, and it almost hits you.
But then if you know, you might just forget. You know.
That's also true. I guess.
Yeah,
Once you get so far into it, yeah, you'll start forgetting you have it.
I would want to live out the rest of my life until I start forgetting like really simple things like where I'm from, my own name and stuff, and then I would ask someone to put me in a home somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, euthanasia. I had to do a paper over that for English 1, whether or not it should be legal or not.
Euthanasia.
Like
What is
getting
that?
put down.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Like willingly.
doctor suicide or whatever.
Yeah.
Assisted suicide.
Assisted suicide,
You take like a
it's called.
pill for like 6 months and it eventually just kills you.
Wow. Yeah. And then if you're like losing all your memories, it's not even like your own conscious thoughts. It's
Exactly.
not you because we're so dependent on memories.
Not even that too, but even the people that are just like in pain, like every day. They have
people
no
have
treatment.
chronic
Like,
illnesses
yeah.
and it's just awful pain.
Like-
There's nothing you can do about
Dude,
it.
Why? Yeah. Why would you want to live through that? Like, to a certain point, like I've lived my life. I don't need to be in pain every day
Yeah, why would
when
you?
I'm like 60 years old.
It's that sliver of hope that they hope that they're gonna get better.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if it's 100% terminal, like
Yeah. How about if you were a vegetable?
Yeah,
Let's just
dude.
say, if you
Oh,
had to be
yeah.
kept alive through a feeding tube,
Yeah, no,
hooked up to a
I don't
machine
want
for
that,
the rest of your
no.
life,
I would
No.
you
ask
couldn't talk to anybody. You just
What's the point? I
What's
mean,
the point?
unless
you're
it's
not
like
living.
some kind of conscious. You
yeah,
feel
that's
like
what I'm
awake in
saying.
your
I
own
mean,
head.
I think at that point I would want someone just to end it.
pull the plug.
You also
Yeah.
want to be like trapped in your own mind, just laying on that bed. There's
And-
nothing you can do.
Trapped in your own thoughts.
Yeah, there's
I would go
nothing you
crazy,
can do about
dude.
it.
Can't move. You just can think.
That is the purest form of suffering. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I always thought what it would be like to be in a coma.
I don't
Like
wanna
after you
find
wake
out,
up,
but
I know I don't want to find out, but like
Supposedly you can still hear everything
Yeah,
that's
that's
going
what
on
I'm
around you.
like,
but
really?
You just can't. Like you can. Yeah. You
you
just
don't
can't.
comprehend it though.
Okay.
I feel like
That's
when
what-
you wake up is when you're like everything comes back.
But see, everyone's different because like some people lose their memory. Like before that, like it's just crazy how like we really don't know a lot about. We still don't know a lot about like our bodies.
Because there's so much.
Exactly.
Could you imagine waking up and just forgetting who everybody is?
That'd be crazy.
Bourne. Jason Bourne.
Jason, oh, that's a great.
Waking up, you're.
Well, you
you're-
forgot who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot everything. He woke up like on a boat, didn't he? They
Yeah, he
found him in
woke
the
up on a
ocean.
boat, and the only reason he knew anything was because he had that like tracking device in him.
I think that'd be one of the freakiest things ever. If you just woke up and you just had no clue who you were or who anybody was, I'd just be like, I feel like I'd start freaking out.
It's like the same thing we were saying earlier. We're so dependent on memory.
yeah.
Where do you
It's
start,
just-
though? That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
You can't just pick up your shit and go to school.
I feel like I'd do what he did, kind of recollect who I am. Like, who the
Try
fuck
and
am
figure-
I?
yeah.
That would be insane if you forgot who you
Yeah.
are and then you just start kicking ass. You're like, I don't know how to fight. What's going on?
What would you do though? I mean,
I-
if you were just dropped in some random city, had no clue who you were. I mean, what do you
What
do?
could you
Because I mean,
do?
you're not gonna know anybody there by chance. It doesn't seem like.
Go to the police station and say, I don't know who I am. I woke up, I have no memory of anything.
Well, then imagine getting a file full of who you are, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Judging yourself.
It's hard to like determine because it's like, how much do you remember? Like, do you still remember the English language or whatever language you speak?
Oh yeah, no.
I was watching this TV show and like this guy he didn't know who he was, but through muscle memory he had them like sign something like
And he could write his own
official
name.
document and he could sign his name.
Wow.
But he had no clue like what his name was.
But he couldn't read
he
it.
could still sign it, but yeah, they couldn't read it because it was like
Oh my God.
like awful
That's
scribble.
insane.
That's
So-
crazy.
Muscle
Yeah,
memory.
Muscle memory would just
I
like
guess if
That's
there's
your-
a time to wake up, like
Yeah.
now, or like wake up and forget who you are, now would be the best time. You just look at your Facebook. You're like,
Or Twitter,
Yeah,
yeah, whatever.
yeah.
That is true.
But you gotta know your email and password.
Now you got your phone. You got your phone just open right there.
But would you still like, call yourself like you? Because if you don't remember anything, you don't know your morals. Like
That
how
is
you got
true.
there, like who that person is.
Yeah, and
you
someone
know?
could be like telling you a story about something you did, and you're like, why the hell did I do that? What do you mean I ate a Tide Pod yesterday?
That's what you're doing.
Oh goodness.
Tide Tide Pods, man.
Dude, we got them in our dorm room. I'm waiting. Someone's gonna do it one time.
It's gonna be him.
I'm
dude.
not eating a Tide Pod.
We're all gonna
I
be
feel
sitting
like the one
around
for
just
Chase-
nothing
Be
to
Chase.
do.
We'll get Chase messed up enough this weekend. We'll have me the time.
Is that your new roommate?
No,
Well,
he's
basically-
an honorary roommate.
Yeah, he went to our high school too. His roommate dropped out, so he's got a new roommate, and he doesn't really talk to him very much. So he just hangs out in our room all the time.
Okay.
But it's a interesting.
our new roommate's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Cool guy.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
he's
You guys.
super chill.
You know, what you guys should do is put get like a fish hook or not fish hook. What's it? A fish line.
yeah.
Is that even the right word?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So attach that to a Tide Pod and just put it like down the hall from somebody and just act like this.
Keep pulling it away.
They're sitting there reading a book. They keep glancing over at it like, yeah, you know you want it.
We're
That's
at
hilarious.
a party of the weekend, and two of our fraternity guys went out and they got a bunch of ones, and they went like in their room. And they put a bunch of ones out to the part, like the dance floor. They put it over to their room. They're like, we're trying to pull bitches in. It's like a trail of money.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Get all the gold diggers.
Yeah, dude. You ever seen people do that poop dollar thing on sidewalks?
Oh
Yeah, they'll take $1, wipe one side of their ass with it, and then,
That's real shit.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Put
then
it
they'll
on
lay
the-
it face down, so like the other side just looks like a normal dollar. Someone will walk by and pick it up and like put it in their pocket or something,
Oh.
and everybody will be like staring out like the window. Someone's like, "You picked up a poop dollar," and they'll look at it and just like throw it down on the ground and then walk away.
yeah. It'd be so gross.
Crazy.
Do you think that's right to give somebody E. coli for the lives of millions of people?
No.
No, but it is funny. You can't deny that it's funny. It's kind of messed up.
That is crazy.
Dude, I probably, if it was like $100 bill, I'd probably still keep
Oh,
it. But
it's a $100 bill. What?
I mean,
I'm taking that to the sink, washing it right off, and putting it in my pocket.
I just walk to the nearest
taking
store
that-
and spend it.
I'm
and
taking
just
that
give-
mug to the casino.
Dude, I turned $3 into $10 or $20 last night.
Nice.
You got change for 100? Like,
And
your
I
local gas
took the
station?
hard
yeah.
bill, dude.
That's what I'll do instantly.
Or there's a this is a bad story. So you know Brandon and Dustin, you know my uncles.
Absolutely.
Whenever they were younger, they were kind of crazy. And there was one night where Dustin went out. I think it was Dustin. Yeah, Dustin went out. And Brandon ordered pizzas. He ordered 2 pizzas, and he filmed himself with one of the pizzas wiping his ass with it and putting it back in the box. And then, so he threw that pizza out in the trash can. So then Dustin came home. He's like, "Oh, here, dude, I got a pizza. You want to have some of it?" So like, he ate part of the pizza, and then after he ate it, he showed him the video of him wiping his ass with the pizza. Dustin like went around and started like trying to beat the shit up. He punched holes all over the house and the walls and stuff. Dude, he freaked out. And then Brandon,
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
freaked out too. I would have been so mad.
That's gross.
Dude, that's why I've had trust issues with you guys living with you, and you having access to my toothbrush and things like that in the bathroom.
I wouldn't go that low, dude, unless
No,
you fucked me first.
And I started to realize, I think the people that would be more susceptible, that would be Addison or Will. I think that you guys would be the ones to get the blunt end of that.
Because if you give it to me, I'm going to make it 10 times worse on you.
Yeah, I'd rather just not even have to. I'd rather it's not worth it because I don't want to deal with like the repercussions of those actions.
Always be looking back. Always be looking behind like your back.
Yeah.
Wait, dude, I'm gone on Tuesday, Thursdays. I'm gone for literally like 6 hours of the day. So like that's 6 hours to fuck with my whole entire room while I'm not there. Like that's not something I want to like consciously deal with while I'm in class.
Yeah, I basically just go and eat all your
Being
food.
vulnerable.
Nah. I actually don't steal anybody's food.
Chase steals all. Whenever you're gone, Chase just
Yeah,
goes in there and
Chase
just
just
grabs.
steals all of your
Where does he eat?
food.
Because I don't have any food. Like, does he eat my... He ate all
He
of...
finds it, and I don't
He ate...
Comes out with food, dude.
He ate my, like...
It's gibbies.
I was at Cody's food.
That's like, have you seen like the YouTube videos of like the girl versus boy, like the prank wars?
Yeah.
They're like a couple. I don't know if I could do that.
Oh
I
my
wouldn't
god.
want to do
Either
that.
like,
do bad.
they
Yeah,
label
no,
with
they
each other
mess
and
with
they
each other
prank with
really
each other
bad.
all
I
the
would
time.
get really
She
angry.
put Nair in his shampoo. I'm pretty sure, and he lost like part of his hair in his head.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I saw one of them. He put like a laxative in the pre-workout. So like they went to the gym
And she
and
started
then just like started like shooting herself.
That's awful.
So
And like
funny.
he came home and she like came running home and was like he locked himself in the bathroom. He was like so she like couldn't get in the bathroom and use the bathroom and like she was freaking out.
Yeah, that's a new level of
Yeah,
confidence.
that is
I don't
awful.
know.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Maddie
if I
Like,
could do that.
Dude, Maddie would whoop my ass. But not be good.
It's like, haha, you have to shit on. Hey, I'd shit on his pillow if I
Go right up to this on the bed, just blow chunks everywhere.
Yeah.
It'd be gross.
You wanna mess with me? I'm a crazy bitch.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine being in a relationship like that.
No, I feel like it'd be awful. I feel like you could
for
never,
a
like,
girl to be
trust
okay,
them. You could be like,
for a girl to be okay
always
with
looking
that,
behind her back, like,
she's gotta be a little crazy. That's fact.
Well, like, every girl's a little crazy.
Alright, but if she's okay with pranking each other, putting laxatives in the pre-workout, that's another level of crazy.
Well, I mean, then she'd put like nair and stuff.
That's
like that.
true.
Like she's going right back at.
But
me.
I just.
Or she's just fun, like just fun and
That's
wild.
true. That's
too.
true. That could be.
I would not. I just don't want to like have to think about that kind of like stuff.
I feel like I just wouldn't have to like continuously have to watch my back. Like always having to be like make sure I'm like, okay, is this actually water?
There would have to be boundaries established.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Okay.
trust issues, because trust obviously is a big part of any relationship.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there definitely have to be boundaries.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if there was nair in my shampoo, I don't know like what I would do. Like I don't know if I would.
You
like,
wouldn't know though. Like
That is also true. I wouldn't know who it was. That would piss me off too. Well, except with your girlfriend, you know who it would be. But
yeah.
Little do you know, we already put it in yours.
it's fine.
That's what I'm saying. And like conditioner, I feel like conditioner's kind of sketchy too because like we're a bunch of guys.
Oh.
You can mess with some people. It's like
It's Jackass.
just
They
half
put-
like half cum, half conditioner.
That,
They put-
I never thought about that.
In Jackass,
Exactly.
they put Johnny Knoxville had lotion that he brought everywhere. They put horse semen in there. Yeah, and he was like putting it on his face for a while. And he's like, "Oh, dude, like it won't blend in. It's so sticky." And he's like, just like stringy and stuff. And they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, it's horse semen."
Oh, wow.
dude, I could not imagine being on a Jackass like
Dude,
production thing for like what? I mean, how long do they?
A couple months.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. For like
No
2
one's-
months, just not knowing what's gonna happen.
Part of the pranks is literally like
That's
them with a
crazy.
video camera walking around. One of them was they'd walk around and they just piss on people.
Yeah.
The other one is they had a slow-mo camera and they just walk up and they just punch somebody straight in the face and you just watch the slow-mo just get knocked.
They are crazy.
Oh, no,
they're some of the craziest.
No one
people
is safe.
I love watching like the interviews of Steve-O and stuff. He is
Steve-O,
that dude is crazy. He's hilarious.
The last stuff they did in the last episode, he got in a porta potty
Yeah.
full of like shit, and they got like the things at the mall where people like on a trampoline and they go up and they bounce. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
the big
Okay.
bucket.
Yeah.
Attach that to a porta potty,
And
and he launched himself up, and it hits the top. And it drops, and you just see
All of the
shit and blue water
Did
just
he-
fly up.
Did he have like a mask on? Or
No.
He had goggles.
He
He
had
had
goggles.
goggles. That's
and
it.
he was like a racing harness.
Yeah.
In there. So he was strapped to the toilet and it all just came up.
You usually just
And it
watch
was-
it slowly come up, just this little turds and
The-
shit. And then
the
just-
mo-
Yeah,
no,
he's
the
sitting
funny-
directly on the toilet, so it just goes straight up his nose too, like as he's
Oh,
dropping.
that's what I'd be worried about: is nose and mouth.
The funniest
Oh,
one
God.
was so they were playing a prank on this dude who thought he was playing the prank. So this dude dressed up as like a terrorist.
Oh, yeah.
And they were but first off, the fake mustache they gave him was all their pubes. They wouldn't shave their pubes, put it in the fake mustache. So he's got pubes all over his face.
Oh.
And so he thinks he's just getting into a random taxi cab, but like it was really someone part of the crew. And so he's like acting like a terrorist. Well, the taxi driver like gets out of the car, pulls a gun on him, puts him in the trunk, and then he starts like driving the car, and he's like the dude inside the trunk is freaking out because he thinks like, he's about to die. Like, he thinks they actually
It's
just
like real.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a giant mind fucking. They just like stopped the car and he gets out and he was like freaking out. He was like crying in the trunk.
Oh, that's crazy.
I just
Like,
couldn't
dude, I
imagine being
couldn't
on
work
that
there because
set.
I wouldn't be able to trust anybody. 24/7,
Yeah, 20
looking around on my toes.
They take everything to the next
Oh
level.
yeah, it's
Oh,
they deserve all the money they make on that movie. That is
Probably more.
yeah,
more
they
than
probably
they've been through some shit.
yeah.
that. Literally.
Literally and figuratively. Yeah.
The opening scene of one of them is literally them getting chased by bulls.
Yeah.
Through houses and like fake houses and stuff.
Dude, I remember that.
I would be
messed up.
Like they have to like run through a hall of tasers.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all it is.
Or John Knoxville, he ran through it was like a beam and there was balls going up, like swinging balls going inside.
yeah.
And on the floor was hot coals, like burning coals
Oh,
and
and
metal.
the balls were
Like-
attached to like a live wire, weren't they?
Yeah.
Like they were.
They
would-
shocked him.
Yeah, they
so
shocked him.
So he had to walk across this balance beam with these like electric balls flinging back and forth.
Okay.
And if he got knocked off, underneath it was this big metal sheet with like burning coal on it. So he jumped off, like he got hit off, shocked, and then landed on these burning coals and just destroyed his feet.
Oh,
The
wow.
foot-
So he landed on his feet?
Yeah, I think he landed on the side, like on his arm and stuff. Like it was just all just
Probably got up real quick.
destroyed,
Oh,
yeah, all
wow.
burnt the hell, yeah.
Or like they had like a ball pit and they just threw snakes in there. Just like,
And they had
and
like,
they
They were
clue
rubber
where
at first. They were just full of rubber snakes. Because one of the guys on the show is just like deathly terrified of snakes. So he like fell into this pit, was freaking out already. And then all of a sudden they start dumping real snakes on top of him, and they're all just like slithering around him and stuff. I mean, all of them are like not dangerous, obviously, but still, that would just I don't mess with snakes.
And there's no way the thing was too deep for him to get out, like climb out of. So he didn't.
He's just stuck.
Yeah.
No, one of the funny ones, they like faked a photo shoot, and so they were all in a limo, but they locked the doors and they couldn't unlock them from the inside. Threw a beehive in the sunroof, shut the sunroof, and so people were just stuck in there getting stung by bees.
Oh, what do you do? Do you just relax or freak out?
They
or
started
like,
trying to break windows, like out of the limo, and then so finally they opened up the door, but like on the floor was a bunch of marbles. So they just ate shit as they were coming out.
Or whatever they gorilla glued.
Oh, two guys.
The midget to the super big guy upside down, like in a 69 position. And they would bare chest, stomach to stomach. They both had super hairy chests too. So whenever they pulled each other apart, it wasn't even hair stuck to the midget.
It was skin.
It was all of his skin off of his chest. It was just, you could see it like stuck to this midget's chest from the other dude, and it was disgusting. That was messed up.
That was gross, dude. Yeah, I kind of
Holy shit, skin.
Yeah.
Oh, that would hurt so bad.
Pretty sure they had to call like the company and be like, "Hey, we got two dudes glued together. How do we get these people off?"
Yeah. Something kind of like Jackass that I kind of liked it a little bit better because the guys on the show actually have some talent and just also do stupid shit all the time. Nitro Circus, you ever seen that?
Okay, yeah. That's what the like Travis Pastrana.
Yeah, Travis Pastrana. I think Travis Pastrana is insane, dude. The amount of things that he's done in his career.
He's like a professional everything, basically.
I know, it's nutty.
Like he's like a professional dirt biker, like a dirt bike freestyle guy. Rally car racer. He's like a NASCAR driver now.
That shit, really?
Yeah, and he's done everything.
He's basically like a dirt bike Jesus.
Yeah, he's basically
he rode a dirt bike across a pool. Like,
how, really?
Yeah,
it's like hydroplane.
Yeah, it was a super light
You can
bike
do that with jet skis.
A bunch of horsepower and just flew right over the top of it. I mean, he was definitely
like
plowing through it.
Or snow, yeah.
I've seen people try to do that before with like.
You can do it with snowmobiles.
Yeah.
You just have to constantly keep.
Yeah, like if you let off the acceleration at all, then
you just sink.
You go down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or like
It's like skipping rocks.
Yeah,
just like that. Or like if you get your foot caught or like under the water, then like it basically you just break yourself down. It just drags you down.
Okay.
The water
surface
molecules,
tension.
surface tension, yeah. That's all it is, just the molecules holding together. And if you break it, then the whole thing goes down. But
what is it, like 1 gram per square inch or something like
I
that?
have no idea.
I have no idea.
It's not. It's pretty high because water's pretty.
There's got to be something involved with speed there, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like you basically like skip across the top of it. You just like hydroplane all the way across the top of it, and as long as you're going fast enough, you're good, and you don't get anything like caught.
If I was like an extreme sports person, I'd consider doing that. If like there were like some scientists like telling me, it'll work. Like, all right, this guy's smarter than I am.
They probably did.
They probably have.
They probably figured it out.
I was watching Gold Rush and they did it on Gold Rush with snowmobiles, like at the end of the season. And it was funny because like at the end, someone like wasn't going fast enough and they sunk their snowmobile. And he goes, "Oh yeah, that was a waste of $3,000."
Well, yeah, I think they try to do that on Nitro Circus too. They take snowmobiles and they try to take them. Or maybe they're not snowmobiles. Because they use them on a beach. But whatever they are, I think never mind. They are snowmobiles. But they take them and they try to go out to a ramp in the middle of the ocean or like a gigantic lake.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, whenever you go off that ramp, then what's your plan? Because then you're definitely sinking. Like you're definitely not going to be going fast enough just to keep going.
You'd have to be hard.
Most of them just get stuck on the ramp and just like fall off halfway through.
Sometimes they take like a smaller dirt bike that they can still use, but they're just like strapped like a crap ton of what are they called, life jackets on them, on like floating stuff. So like hopefully it floats, and then they can hopefully keep it.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that's what like you can do with like a BMX bike, go off like a just like a dock and go off a ramp, and your bike will just float back up and keep going.
Oh, that's cool.
So do that. But
You see a lot of people like abandon the ramp afterwards. They'll just get like super high up in the air, or not abandon the ramp, abandon whatever they're like.
I just like throw it.
I feel like I would throw it.
Just like a pencil dive in.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to land on me. I feel like that would. Oh,
I feel like I would throw it and still manage to land like straight on my bike whenever I hit the water, and just like break my ankle or cut out my leg.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys want to call this quits?
Sounds
Honestly,
good.
I gotta piss really bad. It's about that time. Cool. Well, this is episode number 51 of Jordan Subjective Perspective. Yeah, it's about an hour. I honestly, I'm just gonna let this run until it's like exactly an hour.
That works.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I'm gonna add another 14 seconds for the intro, so it'll probably be a little over an hour. But that wraps up the last episode of Jordan Subjective Perspective. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Bye.